Okay, I think that everyone is looking for happiness. And I think that most of the people are finding happiness when they are free to choose. And I think that every revolution in our life, in our technology, comes with the freedom. Internet came as the ultimate choice for freedom. Why? We thought that internet is bringing whole world to our fingerprints. Yes, something like it's freedom. You can do whatever you want. Obviously, trade. I believe the trade is really something that every human being has to have access to. And the trade is one of the human rights. Again, I don't have to go shopping I don't have to spend time. I don't know if you lived in the West. Every Saturday was spending on several hours going to some supermarket. Freedom. I have more time to do what I want. This is what really think when you think about internet. For that, you need a good infrastructure. For that, you need, at that moment, when it started 25 years ago, huge centralization. Centralization brings complexity. Complexity brings delays. Delays bring cost. All of that bring another centralization because what you say, okay, what can we do? Can we change everything now? No. Let's push forward. Let's patch it. Let's try to optimize what we have and then stay with centralization. Centralization means less privacy. It means less security. But okay, IT systems, everyone thinks about IT systems. Let's put the features first, and then we are going to add security after. Then came a mobile phone. How many of you think that mobile phone is freeing you? Or how many of you think that mobile phone is really kind of shackles on your hands? So, yes, this is what we started. I can be wherever I want. Again, freedom. But now? And again, it brings centralization. And again, it brings complex, each digital service with the current architecture, increase complexity exponentially. Delays, cost overruns, and everything else. Privacy, even less privacy, even less security, and then social networks. I believe that all of us can think that social networks could be great, but again, really, do you think that, do you want to have all your friends in one place? And do you think that that's right? And do you think that everyone on a social network is your friend? Unfortunately, we see results. Again, people thought this is freedom. Social networks were bringing another revolution, freedom. This is what we want. Another centralization with complexity, even now even worse, because people don't understand how systems work. You need something like someone comes new to a company and says, okay, I need 6 months, 12 months to understand how the system works. Because it takes time. Complexity brings delays bring cost increases, and so on, the vicious cycle. And now, because security is not important and privacy is not important, there is something like saying, I don't have anything to hide. Do you know in which country this was Vice saying? East Germany. Do you know what happened with East Germany? People didn't like that. People liked freedom, privacy. So, with current systems, we have privacy RIP, rest in peace. Security RIP, something like your credit cards, your details. Now with artificial intelligence, when all those systems that are working with voice recognition, face recognition, deep fakes that people are talking about 5, 6 years ago, what do you think how easy it is now to create a deep fake? And what now? Does anyone have any idea what now? Our answer is that for happiness and freedom equal death of centralization. We need to change completely the way how we design systems and to start again. And this is what we bring, what we developed and what's in production. Shopper Unified Commerce Network. what we do is we're connecting sources of data and processes, doing the interface normalization, process normalization, data normalization, post-box for protection, business rules, artificial intelligence there to help speed it up, data out for additional business, for additional security protection. On each end, several different technologies, because if one technology has a problem, another one doesn't. So, in order to solve all these problems, really what we think is that no one has time to lose. Either customers, people, companies, processes, everyone else. So we started from zero trust. If you think about zero trust, everyone knows about this term. We applied it to our system. And zero trust means that when you want to talk with someone, you have, if you want to access the system, that has to be authorized, authenticated, authorized, everything has to be encrypted. And you should really, put everything in different containers, so you could say separate network, separate in several different layers, and so on and so on. This is what we applied. We are using it as a base of our system what NATO is using for the tactical messaging. Omnichannel for sales. That means when you want to do something, you want to use it everywhere, not just online, not just in a store. You want to use it everywhere. So what we start is with the privacy, self-sovereign identity. I'm the owner of my identity. And only if I have a contract with someone, an agreement, that company has to deal with my data. And a single sign-on. Really interesting that two letters are the same. And what does it mean? To be fast. Everywhere. It can be applied to streaming. And there is a reason why I put it first. When I say streaming services like Netflix, Disney+, HBO, everywhere. And the reason why, because we are really avoiding Google and avoiding multiple shops. So we are putting it directly, if you see something, buy it from whatever shop you want. Not only one, every. Online, of course, brick and mortar, and really marketplace. So we integrate everything. We connect to different apps, CRMs, payment systems, everything what you think, IoT. And this is something like what I think, make it much easier. And you don't have even to use our message brokers. You can do something else, just the same protocol. Our development is extremely simplified. An example of people that didn't want to program, they started to work, to have a practice in our company. In 6 weeks, they developed our connector for BigCommerce. This is something doing real-time inventory check, reservation, product info and pricing, and courier costs sending to the customer. Payments using credit cards, 3DCQ, Moto, API, everything else, and sending customers' details to merchants. I think that for people that didn't know to program, to finish everything in 6 weeks, that's extraordinary. And why? Because we gave them exactly and contained what they have to do. The cognitive pressure on them was much, much smaller than usually. And what we noticed in the last couple of years is that good, very good, and people that have want to produce and want to give back, want to finish the product, are burning like candles, because the development has become too heavy, too hard. ESG. Why? We are saving a lot of data. Comparing to Shopify, this is the best case for us, we save between 60 to 93% in transfer data per transaction. And, I'll give you an example in Serbia. There are about 4,000 to 5,000 mobile stations. Each mobile station, they consume between 1 and 4 kilowatts per hour. Kilowatt. That means that something like, let's say, 2.5 kilowatts on average. 4,000 mobile stations, that's 10 megawatts power. That's 10 megawatt hours each hour. 240 megawatt hour each day. Calculate how much energy is that spent on just transferring data and how much energy we save. I'm going to say something responsible and safe artificial intelligence, comparing what I call it now Hive, artificial intelligence. Why? We are experimenting a lot, obviously, with ChatGPT, and we think that it lacks ethical module. It doesn't understand what it means to be ethical. It lies. And also something like it's advertised something that is programmed to do. So I think that responsible and safe artificial intelligence is something that needs to be applied and introduced. Our results are pretty good. Working banking Teza on their test system, we produced a system that we can have, we tested with 75 transactions a second. And this is only one module. We can have hundreds of them. We have our system for 500 orders per second. And this is one node. And we can have hundreds of them. So, in the moment, we have a system that can have about as many transactions as you want. 500, 5,000, 50,000. And this is us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.